Hi, back again, Team House back again. This is Big Al. I want to talk to you, like I said, Beginners for Boating, my little Beginners for Boating series. The reason I call it Beginners for Boating is this is stuff, I'm still a beginner in boating. I got this yacht, I just got this dinghy, everything's new to me. I read up on stuff, I study stuff, I talk to people, but I'm thinking it's things people need to know. Because you're new to this, you don't know this, I didn't know any of this stuff. Everybody's not going to tell you everything, that's reality, it's not going to happen. You got to figure out stuff on your own and talk to people. So that's why I'm showing you guys, everything I'm showing you stuff I actually did on my own. I learned on my own by reading other stuff. I didn't never done it before, but it's not hard. Like I said, I'm a mechanic by trade, I'm an aircraft mechanic, so I know what I'm doing. I know how to fix stuff and how to build stuff, so it's not hard, it's just a matter of doing this. So today we're going to do the, we got the inflatable boat, and we got the transom wheel system that we're going to be putting on the back. It's a transport system, as you can see. This is it. We're going to put one on each side. I already put on one bracket, but I'm going to put on the other bracket and show you guys how to do it. It's a real simple system. What this does is going to make it easy when you got these connected, and now you can just actually pivot the boat back and forth, and you can actually lift the boat up and pull the boat, lift the boat up and push it to the water. Once the boat get in the water, now what you can do, this is connected to your transom, then you just doing this. You loosen this up. Now you got your wheels up, now out the way, and they're like this. And then when you get done and you want to get your boat, you pull your boat back up to the water, get to the edge, get out your boat, pop this loose, let it come back down. Now this is done. Then you put it like this and you roll it away. Great system. So let me show you guys how to do it. Let's get started. Okay, what we're going to do, I still got this bracket on right now. Eventually I'll take it off. What we're going to do, basically, we're going to put this bracket up here. And I already know what the measurements are from the other side. And what I did, I already marked the holes. You're going to get it where you want it, and you're going to mark your holes. One thing you need to look at, you need to see what's behind here. What I have a block back here to actually the floorboards go under, so I had to raise it higher. So this is where it needs to go. And also, you need to put the engine on. I put the engine on last night. You put the engine on and you look at it to make sure your engine can rotate left and right. It does not interfere with the engine. Now, when you get it up high, it could interfere with the engine, but that's for you to check out. So what I recommend is you take your dinghy, you put your engine on, you leave your bracket on like this, and you just put it on here, see where you're gonna put it. Then once you do that, mark it, then actually act like it's attached, and come up here with this on your engine, and then see where, then have your engine on and see if your engine can pivot. If everything's okay, you're okay. If not, make your adjustments. So that's the first thing I recommend. Like I said earlier, I marked it, I pre-marked it. That way I know I got it right. And here's, I got my hose here. Let me double check them to make sure they're where I want them to be. Because I had the wheel on earlier, so okay. Looks like that's good, like that's even. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it's close enough because it's just the wheels, not like I'm pulling with my vehicle. Even though it says you can pull it with your vehicle, it says just don't go on the highway. So that looks pretty good. If you look at this, you look at that, everything looks good, same distance at the bottom. So now, I got it marked. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my 4 holes. Now what I'm gonna do is drill it. And what I like to do, I'm a fan of pilot drilling everything first. I don't like to drill, I really don't like to drill the whole thing first. I like to pilot drill it first. It is wobbly. Okay, but there we go. Because it's gonna be a bigger one. So here we go. So let's start off with this one. I'll start with this one first. That one's drilled. Now what I'm gonna do is make it bigger. Not sure what you're gonna see. You're gonna see me wobble it out a little bit because those, they tell you to use a 5/16 drill bit. It's really tight. In fact, I got my mallet to tap it through. So what I do, I make it a little wider. That way I can maneuver this thing around just a little if I need to when I'm doing it. Okay, now, with that said, I know some people might think, oh no, you got that hole big, now water's gonna get in. No, once you get done with it, you're gonna actually put some marine sealant on your boat and stick it in there. You're gonna seal that hole, because what you don't want the salt water to get in here. This salt water will slowly eat this wood away. You don't want that done to your transom. So what they recommend is you put sealant on your boat or put it all in the hole and push your boat through. Now you know at that point, now when you squish it, all that sealant in there protects it. So for now, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put the bracket in. Okay, now we're gonna get started. You have to put these, they send you two seals. They send you a thin rubber seal, and they send you a thick rubber seal. The thin one goes between the bracket and the transom on this side. The thick one comes on this side, and it goes on the screw, and it goes with the washer, the lock washer, and the nut. So we're just gonna put on like this. We'll do this one first. And it's up to you which one you want to drill first. I drilled the one in the bottom first. You could drill the one in the top first if you want to. And like I said, see how this hole is? It's really tight. It's really tight. That's why I use mine. I got a mallet here. Now it's in. Now that's in. We got everything there. I'm gonna make sure that hole's lined up right there. That hole's lined up right there where it needs to be. What I'll do is I'll drill that one next. Okay, now we can already drill the hole for the next boat. Put it right here. I just wanted to make sure it's right. It is right. Now I'll just move this out the way. There. Now let me swap out the drill bit. That was my pilot drill bit. Now I'm actually go to the 5/16 drill bit, which the manufacturer recommend. Like I said, the reason I wall out the hole a little bit is because I know it's gonna be a tight fit, because that's how it is earlier. Earlier when I did the other one, it was the same way. So now we're gonna put this in, roll up. In here. Okay, so now we got the boat going in. Tap it in. Now that's in. This one's in. Now we'll just keep drilling. And now since I got in, I don't need to use my pilot drill no more. I'll just drill it straight through. Okay, we're going to put the rubber seal on first. Remember I said this is the thick seal. It goes on the side of the bracket where the nuts go. So we're going to put that on, and you're going to see that this seal, once it's on, it's going to have a little rubber piece. It's going to be not completely there. And then you see it covers up my plaque that says how many people should be on there, which I'm okay with that. I know it's 3 people, 1,000 pounds. So then we're just going to put the washer on and the nut. And they didn't send you any lock washers. They probably didn't, because it's not that big of a deal, but I plan on later on taking these off and putting lock washers on there. I put some over here, if you could tell, but I ran out of the correct size, so I don't have any to put over here. But now, just to show you guys what I'm doing, I'll install it. I'll take it back off later, then I'll do that. And that's it. I got one more to put on. That's it. Like I said, we put washers on all of them and the nuts. And like I said before also, they didn't send any lock washers, but if you look on this side, I put my own lock washers on because I figured some vibration. So what we're gonna do is I'll take them off later and put some lock washers on. Right now I don't have any of those size. I ran out, so I'll go buy some later on and put them on. But that's it. Put all the nuts on there, and you're just gonna tighten it up. Like I said, what you gotta do, remember I said you need to put sealant in here when you put these boats through. And the reason I didn't put sealant in this right now is just to show you guys how it works. So what I'll do is pull them out later, put sealant in, put the lock washers on. So I just want to show you how it's installed. I'm gonna take it all apart later anyway. And another reason I need to wait to seal it is my serial numbers is on the back side of this. And I know when I go to DMV to registers, they're going to see that. So I left the bracket like this, and all I'm gonna do is take it off, show it to them, then I'll put the bracket on and cover it back up. But anyway, so that's it on installing the brackets. So next little part is going to be putting the wheels on. So stand by. Okay, now we're going to install this wheel assembly on this bracket. Installing this wheel assembly on the bracket, they have a pin. And what they also have another pin that clip, a hair pin or whatever you want to call it, that clips on here. Once you're on the water, it's going to be hard getting that pin out on this side. So what I plan on doing is replacing this pin with a marine quality pin with a ball, so I can squeeze it, push it through, and pull it out. And the purpose of that is you might not want to flip this wheel up and have it on flipped up like this while you got your boat going. You might say, I want this off. You could take it off and put it in your vehicle, whether your vehicle's in your boat or whether your vehicle's your car or your truck. You could do that. But right now I'm going to show you how you install it. So what you're going to do, you're going to actually put this in. We're gonna get in like that. Now the pin's in. Now say you done rolling this to the water, you got it in the water, you're just gonna lift this up now. Now it's up. It's out the way. You have both of them up. Your engine's in the middle, now the boat's floating. You can leave it like this. When you get back to land, you pull up to the ramp, stop, get out your boat, flip this down, put it in the water, lift your boat up, get in the water. Now at that point, now you can roll your boat off. You lift the front of your boat and just roll it off. And that's it. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and seal my boats. You just need, I'm using some Loctite marine sealant. You just need to use some form of marine sealant anytime, any kind. And what I plan on doing is just putting some in here, squeezing it, putting it in the hole. You see it going in there? And now it's in there. Now I'm going to stop with that. I'm going to put my boat in. Got my boat in. That's it. Now the sealant's on. You're going to put your washer on, your flat washer, your lock washer, and your nut. And that's it. It's a pretty simple process. Then after that, everything's tight. Everything's done. Now you just put your wheel back on like I showed you earlier. Put your wheels back on and you're ready to go. And that's the process. I'll come back once we get everything put together so you can see the final product. All right? Thanks. Okay, I got everything put together now. Got the pins in. Got adjusted. Both brackets are on. They're tight. Earlier I was talking to you about lock washers. I decided not to use the lock washers. They didn't send in anyway, but what I did is when I put sealant on the boat and pushed it through, the threads are full of sealant. So when I put the nuts on, there's no way that nut's gonna come back off. So I decided not to use lock washers. Remember I was telling you earlier about this clip? It was hard to get off with vice grips. That was when I first got it. Came from manufacturer. Right now I can put it on easily. So I probably won't change this pin because it just snaps right in place and that's it. Now you're ready. So it's pretty easy. So now we'll get it off the table and show you how it works. Okay, the wheels are installed. Look how easy this thing moves. So you can see it. You go on the back side, you can see the wheels moving. Now check out the back side. And all you're doing is just lifting up by the D-ring, pulling it to the water. Or if you want to lift it by this, you can do it like this too. Either way, that's it. As you can see, I got these wheels at an angle. You could change it. You could change the angle. I want them right there. Ooh, that was smart, as they would say. So you can change your angle with this one. Now you can have them straight up and down like that. I think that will be best maybe if you're towing it with a vehicle. Even though, like I said, they said not for use on the highway. So if you're in the city, I guess it's legal. So now they're like that. But that's it. Pretty slick installation. We got it all done. Now I'll show you that's down with wheels on. So the next one I'm gonna show you with them up like you're on the water. Okay, so what I did is I popped the wheels loose. I unlocked them because if we was in the water, the boat would be floating and I could pop them loose. It's hard to do it on the grass because the boat's sitting on the grass and it's sitting on the wheels. So what you would do, you'll be in the water. Now it's in the water. Now you just lift it up. So that's it. And you're done. Now you just take it, you head on. You can leave this on like this if you want to, or you can even take it up higher. If it's in the way of the engine, you can take it up higher. And you can go up one more, I think. Like that. If you want them all the way up. Push them all the way up. Or, like I said, you could take the pins off and take them completely off and store them. So that's it. Pretty simple system. All done. Thank you for watching Team How. I ask that you subscribe, like, hit the alert. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on everything that we're on. So I appreciate you guys. We don't take nothing for granted. We're going to keep making these videos showing you guys stuff. Like I said before, I'm only showing you this because I'm new to boating. And me being new to boating, a lot of this stuff is new to me, so I'm looking at other people, they might be the same way, trying to figure this type of stuff out. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you.